Good morning, friends. Thanks for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day as a vegan on SlimmingWorld. If you're new here, my name's Leanne. I'm a vegan losing weight on the SlimmingWorld plan. And if you're coming back, thank you very much for doing so. I do appreciate it. Today is Friday and another week gone. They seem to be flying by. I'm just starting my day as usual with a coffee, 100 mils of Alpro Almond Barista for 1 sin. Super quickly because I have to join a meeting, but I've just made my breakfast, which is a grilled cheese, 3.5 sins, healthy extra B, healthy extra A, got Marmite in there, and a coffee with 100 mils of Alpro Almond Barista. Hey guys, it's 1:45 and well, I've got the rest of the afternoon off because I need a break. So I was just thinking about some lunch, and I've got quite a lot of little like leftovers and bits and bobs in the fridge from this week. So I'm just gonna have like a plate of things I've shoved together. So essentially this is what I'm thinking that I'm working with now. This is the little tortilla I bought last night and ate half of in the car because I was just so hungry. This is 3.5 sins for this half, so that's fine. I'll have that as part of my lunch. It was very tasty, by the way. I won't buy them again quickly just because, you know, they're high in sin. And also, in Venice, like, they're not in any shops near me, so there's no danger of that. But they are very tasty and very nice convenience food. So, yeah, I recommend it. This is the rest of the cauliflower and harissa chickpeas. Harissa, cauliflower and chickpeas from yesterday lunchtime. That's just half a sin for what's in there, just for the half tablespoon of harissa paste. This is the last piece of my sort of tofu quiche thing that's full of vegetables that really need eating. So that is half a sin in there. And then this is just pumpkin that I roasted, so I'll probably have some of this. And that's sin free. So yes, I will fashion some kind of lunch involving these. Okay, so it's not very colourful. It looks like it needs some greenery, but I have none, so it's tough. But if I had some salad leaves or spinach, I would have included them. So yes, we're looking at half a sin and half a sin and 3.5 sins. So that's 4.5 sins. I am actually going to heat this up in the microwave. And then go munch. Cool. So along with my coffees and breakfast, this puts me on 10 sins exactly so far today. Currently attempting to make my sins go a bit further by making some kind of dessert, I guess. So I have 2 small bananas, and I've just drizzled it over 2 teaspoons of the Sweet Freedom caramel fruit syrup. So that's that. And then what I've got is this Food Heaven whipped vegan cream, and you can have 2 tablespoons for half a sin. The caramel syrup is half a sin for a teaspoon, so that's 1 sin in there right now. So let's see how I get on trying to measure this with a tablespoon. Okay, awesome. So I've got 8 tablespoons on here of the cream. So that is 4 sins? No, 2. If it's half a sin for 2 tablespoons, then 4 is 1 sin. So that's 2 sins, plus the syrup is 1 sin. So that's 3 sins. And then this is 25 grams of the Aldi dark chocolate chips. And I thought what I would do is just sprinkle some over the top. And that's kind of like a real sweet treaty pudding. And I'm gonna like save some of these chocolate chips for later. But basically there's 6 sins for the 25 grams. Yeah, there we go, lovely. Not bad. The fun never stops in this house. I just made a normal coffee as well. And I've done 100 mils of Alpro Almond Barista as usual, so that's 1 sin. And then I've just added 4 tablespoons of the whipped cream on top. I don't really know why, I'm just trying to make it like exciting. So that's another sin. So 2 sins for that, 3 sins for that. No, more than that. how many? Like 3 for half of this, but obviously I'm just going to put 6 in the diary because I'll eat these later. Plus 3, so 6 sins for that. Yeah, happy days. Hello. It is 6:30 and I'm just sort of starting to get some dinner ready. I'm a little peckish, so best to start prepping now before I get starving hungry. I have been down to Tesco and just picked up a few vegetables, nothing too exciting. I will show you what I got, and I'll also show you in a second what I got yesterday in Sainsbury's. I only bought 4 things and I've already shown you one, I feel like. Yeah, that tortilla. But anyway, for dinner tonight, I'm making like I really want mashed potato. Like I don't know why, it's just something made me think of it, and it's just like, yeah, I want mashed potato. And I'm gonna make like a lentil gravy kind of thing to go over it, a bit like an upside down cottage pie or shepherd's pie or whatever. So currently just boiling my potatoes and starting off my onions, perhaps on a little too low a heat. So I'm just doing them in fry light, and I'm going to add some stuff in that I haven't quite decided on yet. Okay, I've just chopped up, I had like 3 really small, very old carrots in the fridge. So I've just chopped them up really quite small, and I'm going to add them into the bunions. I've also added in some celery. It was like the little crappy sticks from the middle, so it's probably 1 or 2 normal sticks worth, and some garlic as well. And I'm also adding in a whole courgette. There's quite a lot here. I've just cubed that quite small. I've added in, I think about 5 fairly big mushrooms. Big for closed cup, I mean. And I'm just going to let this all simmer. I'm just going to turn it down a little bit as well. And in a moment, I'll add in my lentils. Potatoes are coming on nicely, but I'm just moving into the other room so that I can put the extractor back on in there. But basically, I'm going to use a gravy mix, and I'm quite excited because I haven't tried this before. It's this one. Ooh. So Mayflower brand, it has long been known in SlimmingWorld circles as like a Chinese curry sauce, and as in like you'd get from the Chinese takeaway and fairly low in sins. So I actually have bought one, but I've also got this Southern style gravy mix. They're both suitable for vegans, that's fine. And they are relatively low. The sins on this one, it's a little bit confusing, but on the app it says for 100 grams, it's 3.5 sins. And then this gives you instructions to use 50 grams of it. So it's a bit of an experiment. This is how it comes. It's, well, like a takeaway tub full of the mix. But it's nice and practical. I like that. Well, it is all go here. So I've added in the lentils to my veggie mix. So this is essentially everything that's going in. No seasoning added as of yet, but there will be. But it does have garlic in it, and obviously the veggies taste good. Then I've made up some of this gravy. Now, I think my maths is just totally failing me, so I'll have to come back to you on sins. But basically, this is like half the amount that they give you to make up. So it was just 25 grams of the powder, and then with 135 mils of water. So, I mean, it looks really nice and smells pretty good, somewhat peppery, that's good. So I'm just thinking, should I add it straight into there? I think I should. Okay, right, wish me luck. Right, I just wanted to show you a quick trick for mashed potatoes. All I've done is just drained them using the lid of the pan, and then added some salt and pepper. And then just use a hand blender, or if you've got a food processor, then you can use that too, and it works really well. But I'm just using the hand blender to avoid the extra dishes. And then with nothing else added, you can see how lovely and smooth this ends up going. Look at that. I'll tell you what, this is such a good hack. But, you know, if you want, like, butter and milk just in it, but this is a good way to do it without. Or you can add some stock in too, but I'm not in this case just because I've got the nice tasty gravy to go over the top. So yeah. Can you see how it's even kind of shiny? It's just something about the way the blender just breaks up the starches, or breaks down the starches in it. But doesn't that look like lovely mashed potato? I defy you to tell me that that is not one big bowl of cosy. I think this works out at 1.5 sins, or is it half a sin? Anyway, I need to revisit this because I'm really not sure on my maths, but yeah, so the potato and the vegetables and that don't have any sins. It's literally just that bit of gravy, which obviously was quite a small amount, but it's gone quite far. Hello. So I thought I'd just quickly show you most of what I got in Tesco earlier. It's fairly self-explanatory. Sweet potatoes, I got 2 aubergines. I've already put some stuff away. Some parsnips for a little something different. Some mushrooms. I got a butternut squash, and then stuff I've already put away included, some whole black kale, cucumber, broccoli. I got one of those Alpro no sugar yogurts. Well, I don't know why I'm holding it over there. Ignore this stuff on the bottom. That was stuff for Mum and Dad because they went and picked up my new TV today. Exciting, because they got a bigger car than me. So yeah, ignore those bottom things. Yeah, all veggies, but the most exciting thing was, of course, the mixed squash that I bought. Honestly, they only had these 2, this one, and then another teeny one of these that didn't look very good at all. So, I don't know what kind this is. It looks kind of like a Hokkaido squash, I think is the word. Is it Hokkaido? Or, yeah, I don't really know. But I think when they've cured it, they've had it on one side because it's bizarrely heavier on this side. So that's quite amusing, as you can see. And then these are obviously not acorn. What are they called? I think it's harlequin, these. But yeah, they don't give you varieties, but I'm pretty sure they're harlequin, which is, or is it carnival? One of them, there's 2 which are acorn and either harlequin or carnival, and then the acorn and whichever one it is crossed with each other make the other one. So yeah, either way, fun times to be had with squash. Yay! Let's have a quick look in the fridge, shall we? Just for fun. Oh, look, what's this? In the giant Sainsbury's last night, I picked myself up a Romanesco cauliflower because I love them. Look how pretty it is. These are a lovely example of fractals in nature. Each little bit looks like the bigger picture. Fantastic. Google fractals if you're interested. Obviously the other thing I bought was the tortilla that I had the rest of earlier. Oh, that's the yogurt I bought tonight. So you can see I've got 2 tofu left and I've got 2 this isn't bacon. That was just left. But then the other 2 things I got in Sainsbury's last night, these Naked Glory roast tender strips. I thought that would be interesting to try because I've not tried them before. I've got the tikka ones frozen at the moment and I do really like them, and they need to be cooked first, but when I saw these roast ones I thought I'd like to try them as well. They're actually sin-free, so are the tikka ones, and the tikka ones, they taste really nice. They've got a lovely flavour, so definitely looking forward to trying those at some point, although right now I'm a bit of fake meated out again. And then the other thing I got was these Squeaky Bean. I really like the brand Squeaky Bean, they do some lovely things. I thought this was the chicken kebab flavour slices, which I've had before, and they're lovely. They've got some really nice spice on them. But it's not. It turns out they're roast chicken flavour, so they're not actually in the app. But all of their other packs of slices like this are either 1.5 or 2 for the whole pack, so they're very, very low in sin. But they're proper wafer thin. They also do like a pastrami one, I think. They do a ham one, which I'm not going to try because I tend not to like fake ham stuff. But yeah, so I got them to try as well at some point. My fridge is not looking as populated perhaps as I like it sometimes, but with the addition of the things I've just bought today, I have enough definitely to create things over the weekend. Well, it's only 9:30, but I'm probably going to wrap the video up here. In fact, I am going to wrap it up here. I have 3.5 sins left, so I'm just going to show you the little treat I'm having this evening. And I'm finishing dead on 25. I'm also having a cup of after dinner tea by Pucker, and later I will be having a cup of nighttime tea by Pucker as well. But yeah, nothing that requires filming. So let me just show you my little bit of chocolate. You may well remember that I kept the rest of the chocolate chips earlier, so that's the rest of those. And then for 3.5 sins, I've got a half portion of the Aldi mint waves, so 12.5 grams, or as close as I could get. So that works out at 3.5 sins, because it's normally 7 sins for 25 grams. So I'll just have these tiny little bit of chocolate, but you know, I just need to plan better tomorrow, to be totally honest. So there we go. And I've got my afternoon tea there, and that's really it. So all that remains to be said is thank you so much as always for watching. Really, really appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the morning.